sé an rud a bhí an agus si tá sé millseach an dearcú céim chorga poblé. Gur príú éire Craig Avan a bhí stíon sinna for bliantí fada that we are a Protestant parliament for Protestant people. Agus bhí glúir Catholic an agus sin má.
The Irish Republican Army, posing as British soldiers, staged an audacious raid on Gough Barracks. The raiding party infiltrated the armory and, without firing a shot,
Royal Ulster Constabulary in the wake of a Protestant apprentice boys' parade in the city. The violence, which was a manifestation of long-standing political grievances.
The IRA, whose traditional role was to defend such vulnerable enclaves, was nowhere to be seen. Its new Marxist leadership believed that defending Catholics from Protestants was sectarian. By the beginning of 1972, the Provisionals were only supported by a minority of Catholics, although it didn't look like that as the IRA paraded in so-called Free Derry. For most national
there was a confrontation which I had been caught up in between the British Army barricades.
Such encounters were a regular fixture, but the rioters didn't know that under Unionist pressure, paratroopers had been brought in from Belfast, where they'd earned a fearsome reputation.
We were all becoming familiar with the techniques that the Army would use to try to arrest and capture people.
Ireland and IRA attacks on mainland Britain. The bombs were put in 2 pubs in the centre of Birmingham. It was payday. The pubs were filled with young people.
Reports have been coming in from Dublin that the Provisional IRA has announced an open-ended ceasefire.
We had no option but to use the last available weapon that a prisoner has, in our eyes, the weapon of hunger strike.
Crime is crime is crime. It is not political, it is crime. And there can be no question of granting political status.
The hunger strike prisoner, Bobby Sands, has won the by-election in Northern Ireland by a narrow majority, but it's still a propaganda boost for the
She wasn't there at the time. She'd been off opening a fete somewhere.
The shock effect of Adams's victory is heightened for the rest of Britain, mainly because it's the first result announced. Top of the poll in West
just progressing slowly up Queen's Gate.
We assembled at 5 o'clock and the parties all made...
According to reports on the Irish state broadcaster RTE in Dublin this evening, the IRA has broken off its ceasefire in Northern Ireland. The ceasefire has been in force since the 31st of August 1994. RTE said the source of their information was the same person who first informed them of the ceasefire being declared. And within the last few minutes, the London Fire Brigade has confirmed that there's been an explosion in the East End Docklands area. Eyewitnesses said they heard a huge blast just after 7 o'clock this evening.
Now, I am standing here and telling the government that I believe that we have a real process of lasting peace and a total cessation of violence on the basis that I have just stated. And I'm saying to them, hurry up and deal with it.
I think that's how he'll be seen. It would not have happened without John Hume.
The bomb blast in Omagh has killed at least 26 people, including an 18-month-old child. Scores more are injured in hospital. A dissident Republican group calling itself the Real IRA has said it was responsible.